Getting old here.
What you're looking at is my face, and I really apologize because, I got a little issue here. But I wanted to tell everybody, hey, we are in a brand new studio here in Ocoee. This is Phil, the podcast doctor, and I want to show you guys our brand new set. So take a look and let's say hello to Dean and Lewis. What's up, fellas?
How's it going?
Hey, Dean, what is going on, man?
It's great to be, first-time listener. No, I'm just kidding. But it's great to be on this. What is this? This show?
I don't know.
Yes, this video.
I don't know what we're doing.
Great to be in the studio. It has been a real treat seeing this evolve.
Yeah. And Lewis, what's going on? How are you?
Doing good.
And I don't have an IG for you, so I just say you are Lewis IG.
No IG.
No IG.
Yep.
So don't even think that you're gonna find. Just search Lewis.
So all the ladies that are looking at him right now, I wonder, ooh, what's his IG? He ain't got one. He ain't got a Facebook. He ain't got a Twitter. Nothing. He ain't got a LinkedIn. Although he did say he had a.
I do have a LinkedIn.
You had a MySpace?
I do have a LinkedIn.
You have a LinkedIn?
Yeah, I do have a LinkedIn.
Well, why didn't you tell me? I would have put that down there.
Yeah, it's for jobs.
Yeah.
LinkedIn, we tried that one time, and
Yeah.
You look like you're still in your uniform. You just came from work?
Yep.
Oh.
Not uniform, but
pretty much.
Pretty much, yeah. Just straight from work, came here. I was like, Dean, what you doing?
Well, cool. Cool surprise.
Friday afternoon, happy hour. I'm losing happy hour over this.
Oh, wait, y'all were about to bounce and get some drinks on?
No, absolutely not. But,
I'm about to say, dude.
I thought I'd sound cooler if I said happy hour.
Say, if I'm ruining your moment, kick me out, man. Go do your thing. So, Dean, I want to talk about something because we talked about this the other day, and it really got me interested. So I want you to have your own show that we do in here, and I want to call it Pickle Talk.
Pickle Talk.
Yeah, so you want to go ahead and tell everybody a little bit about what you do, your fascination with pickles, and what you are planning to bring here to Pickle Talk.
All right, let me set the stage. New England, 1975.
Oh man, you need some.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Bring it in.
New England,
1975. You see a young 10-year-old boy living in a small town called South Deerfield, Massachusetts. South Deerfield is a really tiny town. Yeah. You could almost hold your breath and drive through it.
Everybody knew each other.
Everybody knew each other. Mm-hmm. My uncle still lives there. My uncle and my aunt still live there. And it was, back then, the home of Oxford Pickle Factory. And as little kids, me and my cousin, we used to kind of get in trouble. Mm-hmm. So sometimes we'd climb the fence, go into the Oxford Pickle Factory and wreak havoc. Yeah. But here's the thing. The town smelled like pickles.
Of course.
The water coming out of the tap water, tasted like pickles.
Oh, it had the vinegar. Oh.
So it just the fermenting smell of pickles. Mm-hmm. So I literally grew up despising anything pickle. I mean, McDonald's puts a pickle on my burger. Yeah. Oh no, that stuff's gonna they're gonna take that back. Yeah. It's tainted at that point. So I've lived my whole life avoiding pickles at all costs. And then something happened in the last few years. I decided to make a change. And the first thing is coffee. I started drinking coffee like 3 years ago. Mm-hmm. Never drank coffee. Love coffee now. Can't live without it.
Are you a coffee snob or you just?
No. I just like what I like. I like it light and sweet. Like me. And so get to about 3 weeks ago, I just decided, you know what? Maybe there's something about pickles. I don't know why. I just, all of a sudden, so I started looking up pickle recipes and I realized I had a lot of stuff. I like cucumbers. That's basically pickles.
Right.
What I don't like, and I realize I don't like the taste of dill. That one spice that makes a pickle just unedible for me. So I started looking up recipes, and I found a lot of recipes, and of course there's the dill, left it out. And I started inventing my own stuff. So I started with my first recipe, which is honey orange.
Honey orange.
Honey orange. You gotta try it. It's good. It's good. It's not like, it's like not like drinking orange juice. It's like just a sweet. It's a sweet like a bread and butter pickle.
Okay. So Dean actually brought them in, and my wife, she's from the islands, and so she doesn't like food from anybody else, especially people like Dean. So Dean brought it in, and I'm like, babe, try this pickle, right? And she's like, what is it? And Dean tells her. Dean's a very nice guy. He tells her. And, she eats it and she legitimately likes it, right? And then so she's about to leave. I'm walking around. I'm like, hey, come here. What did you actually think? Right? Because I didn't know she was just being nice. And so
you had to Dean-proof the conversation then, right?
Yeah. And so she told me, she's like, I really do like it. So Dean gave her the whole entire jar, right? And
it's a big jar. It's a tall boy. It's a
Yeah.
canning jar about, what is it, about 8 inches tall. Big jar.
Yeah. And so me and Dean stay here for the rest of the day. I get home a few hours later, the jar is pretty much gone already. Like she ate it all in the first day. I'm like, damn, you didn't even save me anything.
She emptied it. Now, to back up, I brought in 3 recipes of pickles. And the first, the honey orange, which I loved. It's great. Then I made a barbecue pickle, which has got more barbecue spices. Less sweet, more spicy. And everybody who's tried it has pretty much come to the idea that it's kind of a sandwich pickle. You put it on a sandwich.
Okay.
But the honey orange. Oh, the other thing too is the orange that's in it is right off my tree. I grew that orange. Now the third recipe, I went totally off the res. It's an Italian whiskey pickle.
Woo!
Oh yeah.
Oh, I gotta have some of that.
Oh yeah. Italian whiskey pickle. It's it's pretty obvious. Heavy Italian seasonings, because for some reason lately I've been on an Italian food kick. I just love Italian food.
Gabagoula.
And Sicilian spices. I have this one little mixture of Sicilian spices. I couldn't explain why that's different than other Italian spices, but Sicilian. And then the big ingredient is whiskey. And there's in that jar, actually in 2 jars, because I make 2 jars every batch, big jars. I pour about 4 shots of whiskey in it. And it's not like the cheese ball whiskey. This is like Glenlivet. It's like, I don't know, 12-year-old Scotch kind of whiskey. So it's pretty smacks you in the face kind of whiskey,
Oh, yeah, I want to try
That and it's a little sweet, and that whiskey gives it that whiskey smoky flavory kind of thing, and oh man, it's so good.
Lewis, do you have any experience with pickles? Do you like pickles? Are you afraid of pickles? Have you ever had a deep fried pickle? Tell everybody your pickle experience, because you've been awfully quiet.
I'm a good listener.
Oh.
But I haven't really experimented with pickles like that. So I want to try all of the little experiments with the pickles. But I do like pickles. My son doesn't really like them. My daughter definitely doesn't like them, and I'll be the one.
Because they're kids. It's the quiet thing.
I'll be the one to go ahead and take them. I'll be like, all right.
The gherkins, my wife Lucia, that's her name. She loves the gherkins, the sweet gherkin ones too, like the little tiny ones that I don't even know what they are, because are they cucumbers, Dean? You know what I'm talking about, like a gherkin.
Oh, pickles are cucumbers, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a sweet gherkin. It's got sugar, a ton of sugar in it, but you bite it and it's really good. And she'll probably like the weird flavors too. Like she'll probably like the Kool-Aid pickles too.
You said that before.
yeah.
Kool-Aid pickles. So
Kool-Aid
I got to figure out which Kool-Aid, like Hawaiian Punch pickles.
Yeah.
That's got to
Or-
be good, right? Sunny,
You know.
Sunny D pickles. You got to have something that.
Oh, they
that's-
love Sunny D.
Sunny
that's
D
like
pickles.
Little contrasting,
Okay,
right?
so eventually my orange crop is going to be silent for, I'm about at the end of it right now because you only get oranges like 2 months out of the year. So eventually I'm going to have to come up with another flavor because I'm not going to have the oranges. I mean, I could do store-bought, but it's just kind of fun when it's an orange off my tree. Go out and pluck it and squirts when you pluck it off the tree, and that's the kind of thing. So, but anyways, for someone who's never liked pickles, who is just only accidentally bit into a pickle on a McDonald's burger or something along those lines. Oh, pickle, Mustard is another thing. I hate mustard.
That's like your super villain, your
The
origin
mustard
story.
pickles have always been my supervillain, And here I am,
Wow.
at my age, all of a sudden I love pickles. And I'll sit there, crack open the jar and just, and it's great.
Deep fried pickles are really good too. When you go to the fair and stuff. Have you seen cotton candy pickles?
I've never.
I had, it's funny, Dean, I had something ready
tasted it.
for all of us. It was all these type of weird pickles where for some reason the internet here is not connecting to my thingy, but it's fine. But cotton candy pickles, you ever had that? You ever heard of it?
No, I've
Cotton
never.
candy pickles, nope.
Yeah.
Would you try it?
And
I would try it.
the only thing I've eaten out of the store that's related to pickles is relish, sweet relish. And that's what kind of gave me the thought that maybe I might like pickles if I, because I'll put sweet relish in like ham salad, chicken salad, stuff like that. A little sweet relish can, just a little bit, And all of a sudden I go, there must not be dill in that sweet relish because it's less appalling to me.
Yeah.
But, and here it is, I'm not sure. I have a recipe that's just about done right now in my fridge, and I've modified my recipes a little bit. Instead of white vinegar, I used apple cider vinegar, so I'm sure that's going to make it a little sweeter. And it's the good apple cider. It's got this thing called
The mother. It's got
Yes.
mother in it.
It's got mother in it.
What
So-
does that mean? It's got grape.
I don't know. It's expensive cider, and of course, when I'm doing the brine, I'm like, oh crap, this is going to be expensive pickles, because that stuff is, and I ended up a day later, and I always keep the extra brine, so I have my Italian whiskey, and I have an extra jar of brine, and then I was talking to someone. They said, well, they made pickled onions, and I had just bought some onions, so I go, oh, great. So I got a couple of onions out, chopped them up really fine, dumped it in the Italian whiskey brine. And now in another day or two, I'll probably have pickled onions, which I thought, okay, that's
If you
great.
bring it in,
Yeah.
let me know. I'll stop by. Or,
Yeah. We'll do a big old tasting kind of thing. Part B, next week on Pickle
Talk.
Time.
Well, that's the thing. We got over there on the other side. We got a little bar here. So me and Dean were talking. And was like, hey, let's get a George Foreman. We can cook the nice hot dogs up in here too.
Yeah.
We can have our own cooking show.
My goal is to actually pick the pickle I really am going to like and then make relish out of it.
Okay.
So we could do, instead of just,
Yeah.
Dean, how about this idea, right? How about we take one of your big pickles, right? Your biggest one that you can grow, right? And then let's split it open and use it as a bun and put a hot dog in it. We have a pickle dog. Or we can do it this way, right? We take your big pickle and then we bore the pickle out and then put the hot dog in the pickle. What do you think? Cool idea, right? $1 million
I'm
idea.
just a bit uncomfortable about this whole conversation.
What? That sounds good.
So, okay. So, yeah, we'll do it. We'll have to do a follow-up. This is the cliffhanger show to, Pickle Talk 2.
Okay.
Where you get into it.
Yeah.
And you got to come back for that. You got to come back. Bring the kids. We'll have a pickle party. Oh,
Yeah,
see
pickle
that
party.
done?
That doesn't sound right?
It just doesn't sound right. Yeah.
So I got to tell you guys, I gotta tell you guys
Very uncomfortable right now.
what happened last night. Okay, so this is pretty crazy. And I'll put the multi-view on here. This is pretty crazy. So, Dean, you know Radio Rejects Live,
Yes.
right? Podcast that I used to do for a couple years, or for a little bit, a couple years ago, and Nora, you know Nora,
Yep.
right? She's pretty vocal on TikTok, and she's had a pretty big following, right?
Okay.
So apparently she was, using her own profile, right? She was at the gym and she thinks she caught a creeper, right? You know what those are at the gym?
Well, I mean, somebody who would be like
Stares at all the girls and
staring at.
yeah.
Gotcha.
So she thinks she caught a creeper. So this guy's maybe in his early 70s, just in street clothes and like boots, right?
Okay.
So he's not really prepped to work out.
Sure.
Right? He's not really prepped to work out.
So he's there.
And so the video, so this is when I talked to her afterwards, this is what she's telling me. She's saying that she saw this guy come in after this girl and he stared at her the entire time for 20 minutes and didn't work on any of the machines. He would go from machine to machine and just sit down and watch this girl. So she decided to take out her phone and start to record the old man, right?
Oh, wow.
Doesn't say anything, right? And then she posted on TikTok saying, I'm just trying to watch out for the girls, check out this creeper here, right?
Huh.
And this was maybe a week and a half ago. Nothing happens, right?
Okay.
Right.
And then yesterday, this really big gym influencer, I guess, got a hold of her video. He saw her video, right? And he pretty much only takes 8 seconds of the video and then comments on the video, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's pretty much saying like, why would you do that to this old man? He may not be, he's probably just working out, but maybe not know what he's doing. So maybe he's watching. He's pretty much justifying that the guy was there for good intentions, right? Because he only watched 8 seconds of the video.
Right.
The bad part is this guy has about 7 million followers.
Ooh.
Right?
So what did this do for her?
So he has a pretty rabid fan base. This guy's name is Joey Swole, right? So he outs people who I guess tease people at the gym for like being fat and stuff like that. So he essentially
he judged her.
Yeah, he made
based on 8 seconds.
Bro, he made Nora look like an idiot. Honestly, he made her look like an idiot, right? And so his goons, I guess, or his fans, decided to pretty much obliterate Nora. They swarmed all of her social
bullying
media.
ensued.
Mm-hmm. They swarmed all of her social media. She had to delete her Facebook. She had to delete her Instagram. She had to delete her TikTok. She had to delete her Twitter. Yeah, because she was getting hate mail and all this other stuff, right?
Wow.
And so, but here's the crazy part, right? So people couldn't find her anymore, right? So then they go searching on the internet, and I have videos of Nora from our podcast because she was a host of our podcast. So then they start flooding the fucking rejects page, right? The reject stuff, and they start saying all these terrible things on all of our TikTok videos and all of our other crap. I'm like, what the? So I'm getting these notifications at like 11:30, 12 o'clock at night. I'm like, what the hell is going on? Because I have no idea what's going on, and the page is like blowing up for like the wrong reasons, right? And then, but here's
she needs to respond.
She deleted her stuff, so I'll get there.
Definitely needs to respond to him. Yeah,
I'll get there, right? So she so what happens is people start to whatever. I'm commenting, I'm like, dude, this isn't Nora's page. This is my page. She was just a host on the show at one time, right? And people are like, how can you have this piece of shit creep on your show? Blah blah blah, right? And then people start to, I guess just by proxy, find my business page, the Podcast Doctor, and they start to fucking talk shit on my page about me. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? Like, this is stupid. Like, what is this? Right? And so, I mean, I shut it down. I just end up deleting the photos that Nora's in, so they just can't find it. Yeah. But I text Nora this morning. I'm like, I just said, hey, are you okay? Because I know some shit had to happen for her to delete all of her social media, because she was very popular on social media, right? Mm-hmm. Just for her to delete it, and she's not okay. She's, people were calling her job, people were trying to dox her. Do you know what doxing is?
No.
So it's when they find your information, your phone number, where you live, and then they post it on the internet. People were doing that on the rejects page. Luckily, I saw it and was deleting it because that's illegal.
Yeah.
Right? You can't dox somebody. You can get killed. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I speak to her and I'm telling her I'm like I just want to know what happened, and then that's the story that she told me, and then how the reaction happened. And I told her, so this is where I need y'all's advice here, right? Dean, you say she should make a rebuttal, right? Do you think she should say any? Do you think she should apologize, even though she's not really wrong? Or do you think explaining
I didn't see
is
the
losing?
video, so if I saw the video, but she's pulled it down already. If I saw the video,
no, Joey Swole's got it online. I was gonna show it, but
okay.
yeah.
The problem is he's accusing her of bullying, I guess, in some version of bullying, when he himself became the bully.
He did. He definitely did.
And then all of his fans became, and they piled on, and that's unfortunate. But I don't know if there's anything you can do with that. Or you're only going to make it worse.
That's what I'm saying. Lewis,
so she could take her head up out of the sand and go, "Hey, this," But I'm just not sure that that's, she's going to get any outcome out of any of it.
Yeah, at this point, it's.
Yeah, the damage is done.
I would kind of lay low still.
Yeah.
Just let it.
Yeah, that's what I told her. I was like, look, don't do a rebuttal because explaining is losing, essentially.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
The idea, I guess, based on the video, the idea would be the law offices of John Morgan, because you can't just, you can't just provoke that kind of attack and think, I can do this to anybody.
Oh, yeah.
But that's that guy's MO. That's what he does on social media.
Well, then I'm sure he's been sued more than once if that's what he does.
But he tries to make it all genuine because he's like a really good looking guy. So he tries to make it all.
There you go.
He tries to make it all sincere, like do better, Nora. Do better, like that pretentious kind of like like virtue signaling shit. Like I'm putting you out there so you can do better. Like, but he's being a dick because he could have took her video and blurred her username out. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
He just screen recorded her video, so
Yeah.
your username is up there. So then that's how everybody found her.
Yeah.
He could have got rid of that. And so Nora, being a very strong woman, but she's very nice. Dean, you met her. She's she's a sweetheart, right?
Yeah.
She did record a rebuttal. I don't know if she released it, but she sent it to me, and I don't like it, man. And I'm trying to be a good friend, right? I'm trying to be a good friend.
It's not working. She didn't do it well.
Well, that's the thing. She ends up attacking the guy, and I'm like, dude, that's not going to work. This dude has 7 million followers.
Yeah.
Just even if you're in the
going
right,
to attack for him.
yeah.
And
Even if you're in the right, the sheer volume of shit that you're going to get piled on, it's not worth the battle.
yeah, it's a mob. It's mob rules.
Yeah.
And mob rules. There's just it's a mob. There's we all have witnessed mob rules, and that's.
And
I don't think she's going to get an outcome from that.
Yeah, that's mob rules, man.
Yeah. So unfortunately, you can't.
I mean, that's what happened with Lewis. That's why he doesn't have an IG.
Is that what happened?
Mr. No IG.
If everybody would just eat more pickles,
that's the moral of the day.
love would endure.
Love would endure.
Yeah.
Bullying would cease.
Mm-hmm.
It's unfortunate. And
Love, peace, and happiness.
Love, peace, and pickles.
She posted it because she thought maybe something would go viral. And unfortunately, it went viral in the wrong way. Now, you could lean into it and be a target for, what was it, that movie, The Chef?
Okay.
I don't know if you ever saw that.
With Jon Favreau?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
okay. Yeah.
The Chef, where he went nuts on a critic. And, of he just... Mm-hmm. So, I mean... You could lean into it, let the bullying happen. But if she has a job,
Yeah, they were contacting her job and all that.
Yeah, that can she could lose her job over it.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, you know. But if
She should explain herself though. Like
That's what I said. But explaining is still losing.
yeah,
yeah,
I guess you hunker down and ride out the storm,
she's
right?
gotta.
I wonder if she can actually get a hold of Joey Swole and just talk to him, privately. But he's got such a huge following. She'll probably message him and he'll probably never see it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I feel for her. I feel for you, Nora. I hope this blows over, and I don't want it to escalate. But I had to text her and just be like, "Are you okay?" And she told me everything. And I was like, "Look, this is what's been going on. I've been getting attacked just because I know you." You know what I'm saying? And then people are commenting on my business page, which has nothing to do with anything.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, that's not cool. So yeah. But the video that he made, right? The video that he put out, it makes her look really bad.
Yeah.
So once we're done, I'll actually show you the video. But
Yeah, now I want to see it.
yeah, but that's it, man. That's Pickle Talk. I just wanted to discuss some pickles
Pickle Talk and
then
more.
serious and then a serious
Now it becomes
comment.
Pickle Talk and more.
Yeah. So
more.
peace, love, and pickles. Actually, I like that
Peace, love,
slogan.
pickles.
Peace, love, pickles. It's probably taken by somebody. You know what I mean?
Peace, love, pickles.
Some corporate thing. So, but yeah, man. I think this was a good little fun thing. Do you guys think so?
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah. So.
Pickles.
All right then. Well, I hope everybody enjoys the rest of their evening, and we will catch you later. Bye bye. See ya.
Peace, love, pickles.
Barbecue.